Hello fellow Flosstubers, it's Patty here with a small November update. Today is November 19th, 2018. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice. Water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So what's been going on, guys? This week I am going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving, so if you are in the States and celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. If you do your holiday shopping on Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Small Business Weekend, good luck with that. I do not partake in that, even though there's so many good deals. Friday, of course, I have little man, so there'd be no way I could go shopping Friday, but I don't like the crowds, so I don't go. I may go online and order some Christmas presents. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah, no, I do not like it. So I just do not do it. We've had some snow since the last time I spoke with you, and we were afraid that there was not enough snow to make sure that when it gets cold that the ground freezes and pipes freeze, but we think that there's enough snow cover now that our pipes will not freeze. We don't like when our sewer line freezes. That's not fun. It is raining though, and outside of Fairbanks, so hopefully those roads won't be too nasty, but there's already been a wreck, so I imagine there's going to be quite a few, but that's one of the prices you pay, I guess, for global warming, right? Yeah, my husband heard me say that, he'd kill me. But anyway, what have I been up to? Well, I have some works in progress. I have 2 new starts. I have a purchase. So, shall I show you? My first new start was the Romantic Rose Garden Mandala by Martina Weber from Chatelaine. I got this pattern from the Gift of Stitching, which is no longer functioning. So, I'm not sure if it's on the Chatelaine website. You could try it. This would be one I would suggest if you're new to a mandala and you don't want to have to spend a whole bunch of money, because it is mostly DMC. There is some thread gatherers, some water lilies, and some Gloriana and Rainbow Petite treasure braid. I picked up the kit from European Cross Stitch, except for, of course, the DMC. She does not include the DMC in her orders, so this is what I got done. I worked on it for 4 days, the beginning of the month, and I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. My needle minders one I made. This is a Noitna River Agate that my dad picked up, of course, on the Noitna River. I've got quite a few of these, but this one was his mother's, and I decided to make it into a needle minder. So it's kind of hard to see, but it's pretty. I like it. And now I have it, and it'll remind me of both of them. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Sorry, my voice is going. This is like the 4th time I've tried this video because I keep thinking, oh, I should say that. Oh, I should say that. Oh, no, shouldn't say that. So I'm really hoping this time is it. No more redoing. Okay. I will have to fix it later. All right. So, my new purchase and another new start was the Pretty Little Hawaii from Satsuma Street. And I do not have a picture of that because it's online. Sorry about that. And I'm stitching this off the computer, so I didn't print it out. But here's where I got in 6 days worth of stitching. This is a 14 count, I think, oatmeal, and I'm really happy with it. And I am hoping to get this done for Christmas, and if I don't, I can give it to her later. I think I'll make it into a pillow and give it to her as a present. I picked up some 18 count Fiddler Ada for myself, so I will be starting one of those sometime in the near future, except for the fact that I want to make it a no new start for at least 6 months next year. So this might be either New Year's Eve, I will put 10 stitches in and say that's a start, because I think that's probably what I will end up doing, just in case I want to do it. So that is that one. Okay, and then I worked on my Dark 13 stitching. Was Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios on a 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus. And I have all the called for thread. So I got this motif. The bats need eyes. I got the witch completely done except for her broom, but her body is done. And then I started on the moon. And I did that for 2 days. Sorry. I just was having too much fun stitching on that, so I just kept doing it. Okay. Then on the night of the 14th, I decided that I was going to work that whip, and I wanted to bring out the Death by Cross Stitch by Long Dog Samplers. So on the 14th, I frogged a whole bunch of stuff. Because if you recall, there was a, right here, there was this bright, darn, just a second, sorry. Me and my voice are having fun today. It was this bright purple, and I didn't like how it was stitching up. So I was trying to manipulate it and make it work, and I just didn't like how it looked. So I tore that all out and restitched it in the blue. So this motif and this motif all across that band, I ripped out and redid. And I am so much happier with that I can see working on this again, because I was really afraid that this one was going to be a UFO. And that was making me sad. But there she is, and I like how it turned out so much. So the only new stitching that I did was this itty bitty piece right there. The rest of them was restitching. So that's what I accomplished on Work That Whip on the 15th. So I will be pulling this back out again and stitching on it. So it's back. And I'm happy about that, because I really do want the stitch. I think it's pretty. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it afterwards, but I do want the stitch. So that makes me happy. And then for the new start on the 18th of my Mirabilia starts, I started Moonflower. And let me tell you, Moonflower has tons of beads. I was shocked how many, I mean, I've got all the beads. I should have seen that, yeah, it's going to have a lot of beads. But there's a lot of beads in this. So this is 32 count Milk Chocolate by Witcheled. So that's what I got done. That's my start. So I am very, very happy with that. Very happy. So that is all I've worked on so far this month. So I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about my plans, since I have plenty of time. I do want to start the Hannah Sanderson 1849 sampler. And I think I'm going to start that in the next day or two and work on it. I'm going to do the dark section. I have all the thread for the dark section. I just need to dye this white fabric. So I'm going to tea dye this today and then bobbinate. I have lots of bobbinating to do. And then I will start that. I sent in an order to 123 Stitch because I decided I wanted to start up on the rooftop sometime in the next month or two. So I picked up 25 count magic guide. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to be doing this 1/1. And I have almost all of the thread, which I'm very happy about because I pulled it out of my stash. And I don't think I'm going to have a full set of DMC anymore. It was nice to have, but I like kitting it up as I go instead of having a stash. So that's my plan for that from now on. Sorry. The December starts is the Christmas Hound by Pumpkin Stitchery. I have not started that, so I'm going to start that. And then here's the Mirabilia. And there is the, isn't that pretty? I made that. I made that that needle minder. So far that's my starts for the next month. Let's see, what else? Oh, my goal for next year is I have that decision minder, decision spinner rope, and I'm going to be using that. I'm also going to be joining in on some of the Stitch Mania sales, so I'll have to look at that. In Stitch Mania for May, I'm only going to be working on ABCs from Prairie Schooler. I'm just going to work on that to get that done. I don't want any new starts next year, especially for the first 6 months. I have so many going that I don't need any more new starts. So those are my plans. I still will keep my Thread of the Month Club because I really enjoy that. And I'm going to try, because I failed again. I keep failing at the end of this thing. So I failed again with Stitch from Stash. So, yeah. But I'm turning that around, and I'm not going to fail at it next year. I hope. I hope. So, I'm going to sign off here. I'm hoping that I got new internet, so hopefully that will be faster and it won't take all day to download. So, I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content, and I will see you in a week or two.